How's it going, everyone? Infernal Hails, Simon here, back at it again, doing another video. So, today we're going to talk about album closers. Because, well, I always thought that, this is like an integral part. Well, I always like really cared about this stuff. It's like the opening track has to like suck you in and catch you immediately, catch the listener, and then the closing track, it has to stand out. Preferably, I like it when it's something like a little bit different than the rest of the tracks, but it still fits within the album and really stands out, and so it leaves you wanting more, or at the very least, like closes out the album in a way that's like really satisfying, and has some riffs, and you can then especially it's a big advantage if you like close out the closing track, or at least the closing track has like catchy riffs, or like just one riff that's just the money riff that you can just like hum for the rest of the day, then you'll put it on play again, and if you do it really well, then you won't even feel the need to put on another album. Then you'll just like flip it over to the A sides, just give it another go. So I picked out 6 songs. Here we're going to talk about. Why 6? Well, I wanted to do 5, but then I wanted to include another one, and then I just kind of stopped there because I was like, these 6 songs are like perfect, and they come to my mind immediately. So that's why these are the best ones. We're putting in writing right now. Best closers of all fucking time, right here. So first up, we are talking about, and I alluded to this probably last time I talked about it. I think I actually, well, I don't really remember, but I think I talked about it. We got Immolation with Christ's Cage, the closer on Here and After. And this looks kind of like silly because it's like this is the picture disc version. It's supposed to like go in the jacket. Let me put it in so I can give you like a proper presentation. See then see now you're starting to see the picture. Oh yeah, this is the Hell's Dead picture disc reissue of the album, and we got the band photo which I long for on my on the other vinyl version I have. So this has the picture, makes the page complete. This should really be up on my wall. The only reason why I haven't is because I moved recently, and I know like I bought my first house, so I'm gonna move soon anyway. So I don't want to put up all my picture discs. So yeah, let me actually take it out of the sleeve, and let's talk about Christ's Cage. Because I think that song is just really fucking stand out, and it's like Immolation. They it was actually kind of like Christ. Well, it was kind of easy because Christ's Cage is like, I think, my favorite Immolation song ever. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. My favorite Immolation song ever. So I thought that would but they have like lots of good closes. Like Immolation is like a band that's really good at opening up that album with the standout song and closing out the album. Like they have multiple. Like for example, the closer on Close to World Below is such a good one as well, and they do it on the new album. They do it as well. And fucking the Holy Call as well. Just lots of good closers in that catalog. But Christ's Cage, dude, it's like I love the way it comes in, like with the do 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 do. Like how does it get going? Do 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 do. It sounds like the riff sounds like really silly when I'm humming it right now, but it's like hanging in the background. It's like and then it's sort of like ups the volume and like stuff fading in. It's fading in, and then the song like so slowly like starts, and it's so good. And then I just love how weird the riffing is on that song. It's like the most like I guess like the song Here and After also has like a lot of that weirdness. Well, the whole album's kind of like weird, but it's like like it's kind of like spastic the way the riffs it goes, and it's kind of like how do I get into? I just love that. This is something like Immolation. I wish they did more of that. Like this album is so fucking stand out because it has that song like that weirdness, and like the way to write the riffs, where it's like it's groovy, but it takes you a little bit to kind of like find the groove, and then once you get it, it just feels so fucking good, and it just sounds so evil. Like I guess like Robert Wagner, he like kind of like explains it like, well, back then we were like still trying to figure out how to write songs, and we didn't really know how to put together a good song. But dude, you like created some amazing songs because you didn't know how to do it proper and create a great song. Like then you got something totally unique out of it. Like dude, nobody, and I mean nobody, dude, sounds like this album, dude. Like maybe you can. There's the albums that had like a sort of like similar vibe with the dissonant riffing, but that like weirdness is just like dude, you can't fucking capture that again. I would love to hear if somebody knows on that. If somebody can name an album that sounds like this album does, please tell me because I genuinely am in absolute fucking awe of this album, and I wanna hear another one that sounds like this. But yeah. Anyway, then like the fucking again then the dude, there's so much going on in the middle of that song, like like it's so then the fucking lead there is just so fucking majestic, dude. And dude, there's so much going on, and then the way it like sort of goes into that instrumental part, and then it just the song just fucking absolutely erupts, dude, with that fucking closing riff. And then there's a little like a little pinching in there too, dude. Dude, that riff is so fucking catchy, dude, and so dude, that's the one of the heaviest riffs fucking ever, hands down, dude. And you'll just be humming that for the rest of the day. Like, dude, just fantastic closer. I'm telling you, dude. Telling you. Man, dude. Oh, dude, so good. I want to put this album on again now. Majestic and glorious. Still reigning victorious. And next up, we're talking about Incantation. So we got both the I Wins covered here. And then I picked, Abolishment of Immaculate Serenity. That's the song title, right? I actually remember. Yes! It was the first time I ever remembered the song title. But yeah. Dude, it's such a standout closer. Like, it's totally different than the rest of the album. So the album, like, sort of, like, teases you a little bit with that, with what the last song has in store for you. Like, there's those doomy riffs here and there. But then this is like an all-out just a dismal fucking just crawling fucking doom. I almost said assault, but it isn't. It's just dismal and crawling, and it's just like it's such a standout song, and it's so like I love like the end of it too. It's like really melancholic, and it just like closes out the album like really well because you didn't expect the last song to be a full-on doom song, but it just works, dude. And it's just like, dude, like when you're like trying to nod along to the song, it just feels fucking like it just. Dude, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the song is like I looked it up because I've just been listening to this on vinyl for so long. Well, I think I actually only listened to it like once. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like I first heard it once digitally, and I was like, dude, this album is fucking amazing. It's evil as fuck. I'm buying it. So I just bought it. Well, it took a little while to find a copy I wanted to buy because this was like before Relapse reissued it online, so I had to find like a copy for an acceptable price. Don't think I succeeded. I just ended up buying like an expensive one. I was like, dude, fuck it, I need this album, so I bought it. But it was definitely worth the money because I've definitely spun this album at least like 30 times. Ever since then. But yeah, dude, I looked it up. Like the song is like really long. It's like I think it's like 10 or 11 minutes or something like that. But it just flies by, dude. It feels like much shorter. Yeah, it's just, dude, like magical fucking closing track. Yeah. So that's what let's move on to the next one, dude. I'm so like I feel like really fucking excited and energetic today. I don't know if you can feel it. It's just like like I had a killer fucking workout today. I got fucking humbled. It was a workout straight from hell. I'll tell you. Because it's actually it was like watching like J Dog's videos, and he talked about like how you aren't training hard, dude. You gotta do um, you gotta pick a weight where you can do 20 reps, like just barely squeeze them out. It's not like you do them like till failure. So it's like when you're at 18, you're like, I hope I can get these next two ones. God damn, dude. Um, so I kind of wanted to try that, and then you do like 4 or 5 sets, and then you just like go till failure on the rest of the sets. Also on the first one, you gotta pick a weight where you like hit failure after 20, and then you do like short rest time, so like a minute and a half or 1 minute. So I was like, dude, because I feel like dude, I'm training pretty hard, you know. I did some legs today, you know, so I wanted to try that. I usually like do like a big weight where I can do like 12 to 15 reps, and then I rest like 3 minutes on compound movements and like a minute and a half to a minute. Sometimes I shorten it to a minute if I feel like I feel like I start to plateau a little bit. I'll like try to shorten the rest time. But like that's what I usually do. And I always like go to failure. The only exception is if I'm like my form is starting to go to shit, then I was just like, okay, I'm just stopping here. Not gonna push my luck. But I feel like I'm training pretty hard, so I was like, okay, dude, let me try this shit. Uh, so I did some leg extension where I picked a weight where I can just barely squeeze out like 20 on the first one, and then I did like 4 sets with like 1 minute of rest. Dude, I was like on the verge of fucking puking. I felt like, dude, that was really intense. Then I did squats, 4 sets, a minute and a half rest. Picked a weight where I can just barely squeeze out 20. Well, it was like a little bit difficult because of like the plates, but I did a weight where I was like when I did 20 first, but I felt like I was really close to failure. I could maybe like squeeze out one more, maybe two. But it was pretty damn tough, dude. But yeah, I didn't hit 20 at all on the rest of the sets, dude. God fucking damn, dude. I could barely even fucking walk after that. Holy shit, dude. I got humbled so hard, man. And it was like, I had to like do like 3 minutes of rest after that. I was like, holy shit, man. Okay, time to do my split squats. Dude, I tried going into it. Dude, my legs were shaking so bad, I literally could not do it. I could not do perform at all. So I was just like, dude, fuck the split squats. I'm just doing some calf raises, and I just finished up on the leg press, just because that was like a little bit easier for me to perform. I could not do any more fucking squat movements. Like fuck that, dude. So that was really tough. And then dude, I got like it was like straight from hell this workout, dude. Then I got then I was finished, and I got dude. I was like, oh dude, I can't wait to get in the shower, man. Dude, there's no hot water. I don't know why, but there's no hot water in the shower room. So I had to take a fucking freezing cold shower. And it was annoying because I had to wash my hair as well. So I couldn't just get in there like quickly, like let the water run through that and then jump out. I had to like fucking get the shampoo in there. I always had to shampoo twice, otherwise my hair it just gets greasy way too fast. Always gotta do it twice. So yeah, dude, fuck man, that was a workout and a half. Goddamn it. Definitely, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Like when I go to work tomorrow, dude. I don't think I'll be able to get up the stairs, man. Holy shit! Not looking forward to tomorrow, man. Goddamn. Um, but yeah, next up we're talking about. I was just calling the whole side down, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. We're talking about Motorhead with Limb from Limb, the closing track on Overkill. You thought I couldn't remember, but I did. Um, yeah, but Limb from Limb, dude. I always just like love that song. It's just like dude, the way like it's like, dude, it's already good like halfway through, but then like it speeds up there, dude, and it's just like, and it just keeps on going and going and going, and it's just so good. Like most of like those songs, they kind of like lay them out in the end too soon, but this one just keeps on going and it just goes on for the perfect length. But yeah, I just it's such a good like closer because I think this album is like completely like just perfect. So I just think it's a really like impressive one that the song like really stands out on this album, the last one. Just think that's impressive as hell. Dude, I just talked about Bomb in the last video. Like, dude, how the hell did they fucking release this album and Bomber in the same year? Dude, that blows my mind, dude. That's amazing. But yeah, don't really got much else to say about it. So let's move on to the next one. We got the Savage, the nasty one, the nasty himself, Nasty Brownie, and Nasty Savage. Yeah. This one, I picked Abstract Reality, and then You Snooze, You Lose. Dude, that closer, one of the greatest closers ever. That was one that immediately came to my mind. Like, dude, it doesn't get any better than this. Like, dude, the main riff on that, like the speed there, dude, it's so good. But then, like, you think that if the song was just that, and then the verses and the choruses, it would already be like a fantastic song. But it doesn't end there, dude. After that, it's just riff on top of riff on top of riff on top of riff, and it just keeps on going, dude. And it's just like, dude, your fucking skull is just pounded into dust after all that, like fucking just marvelous riff work there, man, dude. And then like it's dude, the lead in the middle, I think it's like towards the end, like when there's that like that dude, how the fuck does it go again? Oh, dude, but there's that like lead, like how the fuck does it go again? But dude, I just get goosebumps every time I fucking hear that, man. Dude, it's just like perfection. Oh, dude, it's so good. I mean, yeah. Dude, I kind of don't even need to say anything about it. Dude, just listen to it, you know, and you'll see if you've never fucking heard it. Like, phenomenal. Next up, we're talking about some brutal shit, dude. Nithing with Agonal Hymns, and I keep saying this, the album title, but I'm actually talking about the closing track. God damn it. It's Of Those Mortal Longing for the Seas. Right. Did I get it right? I'm just making sure. Yes, Of Those Immortal Longing for the Seas. So, if you don't know this album, because this requires a little bit of backstory, this album it defies the laws of brutality. It's off the fucking charts. It's like, this album is like one of the most brutal albums ever, and one of the most insane fucking albums ever. Like, there's multiple riffs on this album, which I'm pretty sure is composed of nothing but pinch harmonics. It's fucking bonkers, this album. Just like, but the cool thing about it is like super technical, super brutal, just fucking relentless, dude. Dude, this album fucking kills you and then revives you and then kills you again slowly, dude. Fucking brutal as fuck. What was I about to say? But the cool thing about it is that it has actual fucking songs and riffs you can hum. It's like, it's so nuts, man. And I really like how the again, I'll just talk about the album because that explains sort of like why the close are so standoutish. It's because like the first 4 songs on here are pretty much just like going for the throat and just vicious as fuck. But then like the 5th song comes in here, Wreathed in Sores, and it's like a mid-pace song, and it's just like so fucking brutal when you like because it's like exactly what you need in that moment, and it slows it down, and it's like it's just like that, like a mid-pace like fucking pounding, and then it like picks up a little bit again with the next song, Seeping Puss of Ancient Wounds, but it isn't like super fast going into it, so you can kind of like, okay, yeah, feel it, bang the head to it, okay, pretty good, and then it just goes fucking nuclear with the oh no, I actually did it wrong. It was like Feverish Primigod Worship, and then it goes into this Seeping Puss of Ancient Wounds, and that just goes nuclear on you, dude. Fucking non-stop catchy fucking riffs that just beat you down, man. Like really, so many catchy riffs on the tail end of this one, so good. and then we get a little interlude, and then the closer comes in, dude. And by the time, dude, picture me listening to this album for the first time. By the time that closer comes on, I'm thinking like, dude, there's no way the closer is going to be like stand out and be like super fucking brutal. But dude, this fucking closer is the most brutal and most relentless song on the album by far, dude. Holy shit, man. Dude, the drumming is just off the fucking charts nuts. And then there's the kind of like synths. I think the synths is like, I think it's like some sort of string instrument. And then there's a synth laid on top of it. And it's like ding, ding, ding. And it just makes the song so much more creepy and disturbing to listen to. And yeah, like somehow the sort of like synths and then the blasting on this is like almost like turned up another notch, man. It's so fucking insane. And again, and then there's the fucking riffs overwhelming for the rest of the day. This closer is just so fucking nuts, man. And just an insane fucking closer to an insane album. And it's just like so good. I never thought I would like love something like this so much, because most of this stuff is just like, you can't identify the songs, and this just, yeah, dude, it's brutal, but it doesn't do anything for me. But this is just like an exception to that rule. But it has songs that has brutality in spades, and yeah, dude, I don't know what else to say. I'm sapped for words. But yeah, this is just like just a one of a kind, like fucking standout, brutal fucking, I guess classic in the making. I guess time will tell. But next up we're talking about is Skeletal within Corrosive Continuums, because the closing track is the title track on this one, and it is a mighty fine closer. It's an instrumental track actually. And it's like a lengthy one. I think it's like 14 minutes long or something like that. But it's never like boring. It just builds and builds, and then there's this like sort of like cool down kind of like period where I actually really like that song. It's like going on for like quite a bit, where there's like again some synths, and there's no like instruments on it. It's just like some synths, I think, that plays, and it's like a really good like atmospheric kind of track. And then the song comes in again, and it just like, holy shit, it just erupts into like, just it has like a bit of a almost like a, dare I even say it has a bit of like a classical kind of like composition to it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of that, where there's like parts that are like very melodic and somber and quiet, and then it just does that like the song, like the drama just starts, and then the song just fucking just goes totally nuts, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's just, if that's the case, this is a symphony of fucking riffs, and it's just non-stop fucking great, dude. It is like, this just like, when I first heard that, dude, I went total fucking apeshit, man. Just headbanging mania. So yeah, this is a pretty good album from 2024. Definitely in the top 3, I would say. This is like a really good like newer band. Again, like a band that plays old school death, like real old school death metal. And they just get it, They have like their own kind of sound. I guess this is sort of like Swedish inspired, but it doesn't have that like HM2 sound. But yeah, it doesn't really like it. I can hear a lot of influence. There's like some parts where it's like, oh, this kind of like sounds like an emulation riffs, and all these drum patterns kind of like Autopsy, and this gives me kind of like a Sadistic Intent kind of vibe, But it doesn't like sound in one particular band in particular, but they just do it really well in their own kind of way, and just draws influence, but doesn't like sound like the influences. So yeah, Skeletal within Corrosive Continuums, a fantastic standout fist banging mania closer. So yeah, and that's also the closer for this video. So thanks a lot for watching, and have a great day.